countdown clock will resume on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
We're now at T-minus 9 minutes and counting. We heard NASA Test Director Doug Lyons conduct a poll of the launch team. Also, Ralph Rowe, launch director, conducting a poll of his team. And Don McMonagle also giving the input from the mission management team, also located here in the firing room. All systems are go for the launch of the Shuttle Discovery. Looking for an on-time liftoff. The orbiter access arm would be retracted away from the shuttle in just a few moments. Orbiter access arm now moving away from the Shuttle Discovery as we get a final glimpse of the cockpit where the 7 astronauts await the launch of STS-95. T-minus 7 minutes and counting. The orbiter's auxiliary power units will be started at the T-minus 5 minute mark. These units provide hydraulic power to the orbiter. The shuttle's 3 main engines will be started at the T-minus 6 second mark. They will come up to full thrust, and right at the T-minus 0 point, we will have the boosters ignite and the shuttle will lift off.
Quarters are started. The SRO on 212. SRO. Yes, sir. We need to hold the clock at T-minus 5 minutes. We have an aircraft that we can't find. Okay, I copy that. And TLS entity, sir, to hold at 5, please.
TLS copies and work.
Launch count will hold at the T-minus 5 minute mark. The range safety officer reported an aircraft in the area. We need to locate that aircraft and escort it out of the flight path of the vehicle. Again, the range safety officer monitoring the airspace within the Kennedy Space Center vicinity reported an aircraft in the area.
We'll have the range attempts to resolve their issue. Please stand by. CDR NTD on 212. CDR, go ahead. As for you and the crew, Kurt, as you've heard, we are on a momentary hold here due to the range, but they're attempting to take care of that condition, and we expect that we will be good to proceed here shortly. And the CDR copies.
Launch team here at KSC continuing to maintain at their consoles, remaining in a hold at the T-minus 5 minute mark. Today will mark the 8th time we've had 2 space shuttles on both launch pads at the same time during a launch. The Space Shuttle Endeavour is at launch pad 39A, being prepared for the first space station launch from the United States. Endeavour is carrying the Unity node, which is the first piece of the space station hardware that will be launched into orbit by NASA here at Kennedy Space Center. Built into the hold at the T-minus 5 minute mark. Again, this is an unscheduled hold based on the information from the Superintendent of Range Operations. Receiving information there are aircraft in the area at Kennedy Space Center. The airspace must be clear before we launch the Shuttle Discovery.
Go ahead, SRO. Yes, sir. Range is clear for launch at this time. You have a go from the range. Recommend pick up the clock at 1915 Zulu with a new T0 of 1920 Zulu. Countdown clock will pick up momentarily. TLS, pick up the count on your mark.
TLS copies. 3, 2, 1, mark. TLS is go for orbiter APU start.
BLT, OTC, perform APU start. Copy that, in work. CDR, OTC, reconfigure heaters. CDR copies, heater reconfig, in work. OTC, PLT, APU start is complete, 3 in the green. Copy that.
T-minus 4 minutes and counting. The orbiter flight control systems are being moved through their pre-programmed pattern, and they will be verified they are ready for launch. The 3 main engines are being gimbaled and positioned for launch. All systems are go for launch at this time, just a few minutes away from the 25th voyage of Discovery with a crew of 7.
CLS will hold at T-minus 31 seconds due to a failure indication.
And GLS NCD, copy.
Again, this was the issue we described earlier. This is a known condition.
Pressurization.
It's just an indicator that was providing inaccurate data.
Clear caution and warning memory. Verify no unexpected errors. Copy that, inward. NTD, CLC. MPS engine 2 pitch, actuator profile, verified nominal. CLC is go for launch. And CLC is NTD, I copy, go for launch. STE?
STS go.
It's break, NTD, SRO on 212. Go ahead, SRO. Yes, sir, we will need to hold the clock. Range is no-go. We have a fouled range. I copy that, and we'll hold at T-minus 31 seconds, and be advised our hold time there is 5 minutes and 18 seconds. Range understands hold time of 5 minutes, 18 seconds. OTC, PLT, caution, warning, clear, no expected errors. Stop.
Countdown clock will be holding. The Superintendent of Range Operations announcers.
Remove the hold in association with our engine 2 pitch, and insert a hold at T-minus 31 seconds due to the range.
CLS copies and work.
Flight crew OTC, close and lock your visors, initiate O2. And on this historic mission, let the wings of Discovery lift us onto the future. Break, NTD, SRO on 212. Go ahead, SRO. Yes, sir, range is go for launch. The range is clear. I copy that, launch director NTD. Let's go. And GLS, please remove the hold at T-minus 31.
Copy and work.
T-minus 1 minute and counting. All systems are go. All systems have been reported go for launch of Discovery. Less than 1 minute away now from the historic return of John Glenn to space.
I copy and attention all stations. The countdown clock will continue.
CLS is go for auto sequence start.
Discovery's onboard computers now have control of vehicle functions. T-minus 20 seconds. T-minus 15. T-minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery with a crew of 6 astronaut heroes and 1 American legend.
Houston Discovery, roll program.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
Discovery Houston, go at throttle up.
Roger, go at throttle up.
1 minute and 50 seconds into the flight, Discovery now at an altitude of 25 miles, traveling at a speed of 2,900 miles an hour. The next event will be burnout and separation of Discovery's twin solid rocket boosters.
Discovery Houston, 2-engine Banjul.
Copy, 2-engine Banjul.
Capcom Susan Still informing the crew that in the event of a single engine failure,
Discovery Houston, performance nominal.
Copy, performance nominal.
Discovery could now reach the transatlantic abort site at Banjul. However, telemetry indicating all 3 engines continuing to perform well, and Discovery's performance to this point, 2.5 minutes into the flight, has been as expected. Discovery now traveling at a speed of 3,500 miles per hour at an altitude of 43 miles, downrange from the Kennedy Space Center, 70 miles. All systems are continuing to perform well. 3 minutes into the flight, Discovery now traveling at a speed of 3,850 miles per hour, downrange from the Kennedy Space Center at a distance of 86 miles.
Discovery copies, negative return.
And with that call, Discovery is now too far downrange and has gained too much altitude to return to the Kennedy Space Center in the event of an engine failure.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Discovery copies, press ATO.
And Discovery could now reach orbit on 2 engines should one fail. However, telemetry continues to indicate that all 3 main engines are performing at 104% of rated thrust as expected. 4 minutes, 21 seconds into the flight, just about 4 more minutes of powered flight remaining. Discovery traveling at a speed of 5,700 miles per hour, downrange from the Kennedy Space Center, 200 miles. 5 minutes into the mission, 3.5 minutes of powered flight remaining.
Discovery Houston, press to MECO.
Discovery copies, press to MECO.